ओम नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित सुखद स्वरूपाय स्वामी नेतापहारिणे. Welcome to Karma Yoga. In the previous fifth chapter, we saw the topic "We help ourselves, not the world." Now, in this sixth chapter titled "Non-Attachment is Complete Self-Abnegation," Swamiji explains that how selfless service is the essential characteristic of Karma Yoga. Swamiji starts the topic by explaining how our thoughts and actions affect others and how this intensifies the effect on our mind. Vibrations of thoughts and actions attract similar vibrations. Hence, good thoughts and actions help us as well as others, while evil thoughts and actions injure us and others. Swamiji says, just as light waves may travel for millions of years before they reach an object, so thought waves may also travel hundreds of years before they meet an object with which they vibrate in unison. It is quite possible, therefore, that this atmosphere of ours is full of such thought pulsations, both good and evil. Every thought projected from every brain goes on pulsating, as it were, until it meets a fit object that will receive it. Any mind which is open to receive some of these impulses will take them immediately. So, we should be careful about our thoughts and actions because they are like vibrations going on continually in the environment. Swamiji further explains, we run therefore a twofold danger in doing evil. First, we open ourselves to all the evil influences surrounding us. Secondly, we create evil which affects others, maybe hundreds of years hence. In doing evil, we injure ourselves and others also. In doing good, we do good to ourselves and to others as well. And like all other forces in man, these forces of good and evil also gather strength from outside. So each action must have its result, and science of Karma Yoga points out that good and evil are not watertight compartments, they are interconnected. Each action has some good and some evil consequences. Swamiji says, he who in good action sees that there is something evil in it, and in the midst of evil sees that there is something good in it somewhere, has known the secret of work. Swamiji gives example that he is giving a lecture. He says, probably my words are helping you and you think it is a good, but at the same time, because of my speaking, some microbes are getting killed, and so it is an evil. So inherently, every action has good and both connected with it. Every thought has good and bad connected with it. Good and bad are not watertight compartments. They are intrinsic part of thought and action. Swamiji then says, that being the case, it naturally follows that perfection can never be attained by work. We may work through all eternity, but there will be no way out of this intricate maze. You may work on and on and on. There will be no end to this inevitable association of good and evil in the results of work. Some people imagine that perfect world will come. It is unreasonable. Swamiji says a perfect life is contradiction in terms. Life itself is a state of continuous struggle between ourselves and everything outside. Every moment we are fighting actually with external nature, and if we are defeated, our life has to go. This complex struggle between something inside and the external world is what we call life. So it is clear that when this struggle ceases, there will be an end of life. Swamiji further explains that in previous chapter we had seen that in helping the world, we help ourselves and not the world. So he reminds us, we have seen already that in helping the world, we help ourselves. The main effect of work done for others is to purify ourselves. By means of the constant effort to do good to others, we are trying to forget ourselves. This forgetfulness of self is the one great lesson we have to learn in life. Real happiness is in unselfishness, that is, eternal and entire self-abnegation. And this denial of limited I, or nivritti, is the basis of all yoga, ethics, morality, religion. Karma Yogi too is going in that direction. Swamiji says unselfishness is God. So to start this topic, Swamiji explained how in any action good and evil are intrinsically connected. And if that is the case, we have to know how to work so as to be not caught between the good and evil. And the best way is taught by Bhagavad Gita, that is to be detached. We should have no attachment to the action of the work and its results. And that is the only way to get out of the network of work and transmigration. And the key is non-attachment. Now, non-attachment means there should not be any selfish motive. That is why the topic is non-attachment is complete self-abnegation. And Swamiji explains that this is key to each and every yoga, whether it is knowledge path, emotional bhakti path, or the meditation Raja Yoga or Karma Yoga. When a Karma Yogi works without any selfish motives to help the world, it is not actually to do good to the world, but to forget this little selfish I. And that is the way to transcend to the real self. That is called as nivritti. To avoid this entanglement of good and evil, some religions and sects like Jainism have advocated slow suicide. But that is not the solution. The true solution is the solution given by Bhagavad Gita, that is, work without attachment. Swamiji explains, therefore Karma Yoga teaches, do not give up the world, live in the world, imbibe its influences as much as you can. But if it be for your own enjoyment's sake, work not at all. Enjoyment should not be the goal. First kill yourself and then take the whole world as yourself. As the old Christian used to say, the old man must die. This old man is the selfish idea that the whole world is made for our enjoyment. So to work without attachment, the selfishness must go. Swamiji further explains, if the world is created for us, we are also created for the world. That this world is created for our enjoyment is the most wicked idea that holds us down. This world is not for our sake. Millions pass out of it every year. The world does not feel it. Millions of others are supplied in their place. Just as much as the world is for us, so we are also for the world. To work properly, therefore, you have first to give up the idea of attachment. Secondly, do not mix in the fray. Hold yourself as a witness and go on working. Further emphasizing this point, Swamiji says, we must inform our minds that no one in this universe depends upon us. Not one beggar depends on our charity. Not one soul on our kindness. Not one living thing on our help. All are helped on by nature and will be so helped even though millions of us were not here. The course of nature will not stop for such as you and me. It is, as already pointed out, only a blessed privilege to you and to me that we are allowed in the way of helping others to educate ourselves. This is a great lesson to learn in life, and when we have learnt it fully, we shall never be unhappy. We can go and mix without harm in society anywhere and everywhere. Then, to impress this point, Swamiji narrates the story of Shukadeva. Shukadeva was a son of Vyasa. Swamiji says Vyasa's father tried for self-realization but failed. Even Vyasa could not succeed. But Shukadeva attained self-knowledge. Though he attained, he had doubt about it. So he asked Vyasa, and Vyasa replied to Shuka. But still Shukadeva was not satisfied. So Vyasa sent Shuka to Janaka. King Janaka was also a self-realized seer, and Shukadeva went to his court. So there, to test Shukadeva, Janaka makes him wait for 3 days at the gate without paying any respect or neglecting him totally. Then after 3 days, he is welcomed into the palace and is taken care of royally, and everything is provided to him. 7 days he is kept in luxury. During the first 3 days of neglect and then the 7 days of luxury, Shukadeva remains totally calm and unaffected by this. So Janaka is impressed, and then he meets Shukadeva in the court, and to further test he gives him a cup filled to the brim with milk and asks Shuka to go around the assembly without dropping a single drop. Shukadeva calmly does that. So Janaka says to Shuka, "You have already attained self-realization. Whatever your father told to you is correct. Go home." With this story, Swamiji emphasizes that once we have reached this state of witnesshood, total non-attachment, that is perfect self-abnegation, then we can go on in the world without getting affected by it. So once we imbibe the idea that world does not depend upon us for anything and we can help none, we are free from the pain of reaction from the work. And then our body-mind complex will work on in the world for the benefit of others, though we will be only witness of the thing. Swamiji further says, "Thus the man that has practiced control over himself cannot be acted upon by anything outside. There is no more slavery for him. His mind has become free. Such a man alone is fit to live well in the world." Then Swamiji says, practice is the most important in any yoga, whether it is jnana, bhakti, karma or raja yoga. Any one of the yoga practiced sincerely is capable of taking us to the goal. He says, if we are genuine karma yogis and wish to train ourselves to that attainment of this state, that is the state of self-realization, state of equipoise, wherever we may begin, we are sure to end in perfect self-abnegation. And as soon as this seeming self has gone, the whole world, which at first appears to us to be filled with evil, will appear to be heaven itself and full of blessedness. Its very atmosphere will be blessed. Every human face there will be God. Such is the end and aim of Karma Yoga, and such is its perfection in practical life. Then finally Swamiji concludes with the statement, each one of our yogas is fitted to make man perfect even without the help of others, because they have all the same goal in view. The yogas of work, of wisdom and of devotion are all capable of serving as direct and independent means for the attainment of moksha. Fools alone say that work and philosophy are different, not the learned. That is quoting from Gita. Swamiji says, the learned know that though apparently different from each other, they at last lead to the same goal of human perfection. Thus, in this chapter, Swamiji explains that complete self-abnegation alone can give us total non-attachment and can make us the witness of the good and evil, which is intrinsically related to karma. So this is a very vital aspect of Karma Yoga. And Swamiji also highlights that each and every yoga, jnana, bhakti, karma or raja yoga, by itself can lead us to moksha, the liberation from transmigration cycle. Even Karma Yoga alone can take us there, because all yogas aim at removing the limiting adjuncts on the self, that is the body-mind complex, which make the self think itself as a transmigrating soul. That being the goal of all yogas, each and every yoga by itself can take us to self-realization. Thus, Swamiji wraps up this topic of non-attachment is perfect self-abnegation. Next, he will take up freedom. Om Tat Sat.